Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil, and today we're going to be talking about the new event coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community milestones. We're going to be discussing the rewards, the structure, what I do and don't like about it, because there's a lot of stuff that I think is good in here. There's a lot of stuff that you're just like, what the hell are we thinking, guys? So let's go ahead. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let's give a shout out to our channel members, of course, for their continued support if you're ever interested. Link down below, along with a link to the Discord server. Go check it out, guys. Thank you again for making this community as awesome as you do. You all are fantastic people. Love getting an opportunity to chat with you guys and hopefully make your roster a little bit better. Let's get into this video. I'm super excited to kind of light this ticket on fire a little bit. Alright, so let's pop over to the forum page here. So we get this new SWGOH community milestone events. We're introducing a new event which combines rewards and information with the entire player base wide efforts towards a common goal community milestone events. As an entire player base, you will need to work together on a common objective in order to move the progress bar along to unlock milestone rewards along the way. In our first community milestone event, the players will be required to win/sim against troopers, including variants, in light side, dark side, cantina, and mod battles. Every trooper defeated adds to the total that unlocks rewards for everyone in the community. The milestones and rewards are, so this means like you killed, and they see eliminations, they mean, defeated. So 14 million eliminations, upcoming character name. At 28 million, the second milestone, upcoming character release date. Milestone 3, upcoming character kit abilities. And finally, the final milestone, we're going to get 100 bonus conquest energy and 2 Omicron mats. The community milestone event begins today, Friday, August 16th, and will end next Friday, the 23rd. The milestone progress bar will be updated daily, with the exception of the weekend, so you can keep an eye on how we're doing as a community. Should the final milestone reward be unlocked, those goodies will be delivered to all players via inbox message after the conclusion of the event. Good luck and happy hunting. I love this idea. This is a brilliant idea to put it into the hands of all of us to earn rewards. But I mean, who the hell cares about the first 3 milestones, to be perfectly honest? You have to tell us characters before they get released. That's literally what they do anyway. So, it's a great concept, but it's this is who came up with these rewards? You have to tell us the character name and release dates and kit abilities. We already get that. What the hell do we care about earning these, going out of our way to do these battles? I'm not going to do that. And then the final one is 2 Omicron mats. Okay, cool. I like that idea. But 100 conquest energy. I mean, conquest isn't even going on next week. So, we're going to have this bonus 100 conquest energy that we get to use the next time? Just doesn't make any sense. I love this concept, but who the hell came up with these rewards? If, just say, I don't know. Especially because it's it's upcoming. You know what I would much rather this be? Instead of the upcoming characters, because let's be honest, how many of you actually care about the next character coming to the game? How many players who actively play this game are going to be pursuing that next character, in the game? Most of you are not, because you're not in the end game. So, it's what the hell are we thinking here? Honestly, they'd be so much better off if instead of, the upcoming character names as rewards, you want to give us some names, give us the rest of these. Say, hey, for every milestone you get, you're going to get an additional Ahsoka requirement given to you. That would be huge. I'd much rather have that. I would potentially change the way that I play my farming so that way I could learn about the Ahsoka Rex sooner. But for this, for these rewards, I'm not friggin' changing the way that I farm. No friggin' way. Not a chance in hell that I'm going to do a single thing to change to try and get more trooper eliminations. I could care friggin' less. I'm sorry. 2 Omicrons is pissing in a bucket. What are we doing? This reminds me of I had a boss when I worked in at another company in audit, and every Christmas he would go out to the liquor store, and it was always hilarious because he would never call his credit card company before he would do this, so his credit card would always end up getting declined 5 times. But he'd go to the liquor store and buy an obscene amount of liquor, and then he would always leave it in his office. And he was supposed to kind of send an email to say, hey guys, come, like, or send an email or, bring it around to your desk, right? But he'd always forget. And so it'd sit in there and sit in there. And we all knew what it was for, right? And it was just like this great idea with horrible execution that like he would never go around and hand it out. Whereas there was another guy who was there who would go around and hand it out to everybody as a thank you. And it always, it felt good, right? Like, this is the same way. Like, you have a great idea, and then you're just executing it terribly. Like, this could be so game-changing if you would put legitimate rewards here. I guarantee you players would 1,000% change the way that they farmed for a week, a month. Like, if you did this a once-a-month thing, and for that week, you changed the way that I farmed because I wanted to earn the rewards here that are actually solid. Like, I think people would do that. But for upcoming characters, like, I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, just whenever you're going to give it to me is good enough. I've never had a problem with any of this information coming to me when it does. I've never had this issue. So, it's like, what the hell? I'll be even more pissed off if it's Balin or something. Like, that'll really send me over the edge. Like, do not tell me. Like, this better be a character that, like, I don't know. This better be some big freaking character coming into the game. Because if it's just some marquee unit, then, like, what the hell are we doing here? What are we talking about then, right? I don't get it. And, like, the thing is, this whole, like, trooper including variants, like, what I get, like that is so broad. So you're talking about First Order Stormtrooper? Are you talking about clone troopers and Imperial troopers? Like, does Dark Trooper Moff Gideon count? Veers and Stark. Like, who all counts? Again, I'm not trying to be overly negative or overly critical, but I try to defend you guys at CGEA as much as I can. And this, I just feel like is. I don't know that it'll fall flat on its face because, like, I'm sure we'll probably hit some of these milestones just by playing. But I don't know that anybody's going to go out of their way to do anything different about this. And the thing is, let's say we end up hitting the final milestone simply because, like, that's how much farming goes on in this game. Like, they're going to say it was a huge success and we participated. Like, there's no way that you can tell if we actively participated in this. Because it's just trooper kills and nodes that I'm gonna, like, I can't tell you the enemies that are on any of the nodes that I farmed because I haven't actually played them in years, right? I just sim them. So, yeah, like, I don't know. It's so hard to judge this. But if it was like, hey, to work towards this event, kind of like the guild event, or your guild activities, where, this one's like the daily challenges, which is, they're pretty easy to track, or spend energy in dark side battles, right? That would, imagine it was, hey, for a week, all the energy you spend in dark side battles will go towards this, and if the community spends X amount of energy, you earn milestones. Like, that would be something to track. You could actually see how much the community is participating in that event, that you could track the, hey, here's how much light side energy was spent, here's how much dark side, and if you see a lot more dark side energy, then the community was going after it. I just don't know how you can actually say that this is going to be a successful in any way, shape, or form, because you're not going to really know, because I just randomly farm. Like, what if I'm farming a node that, I have no idea if there's troopers on this node. I can tell you what I'm not going to do, farm any other node than this. I can tell you that much. I don't know if there's troopers on this node, but I can tell you what I'm going to do, farm this node. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying, again, I'm normally not trying to be overly critical, but, like, it does just kind of, it really feels like they have this brilliant idea, and then someone was like, oh, character release stuff, and you're like, who the, I mean, raise your hand if you actually give a single, about any of those rewards outside of the Omicrons. So, I don't know, guys. You let me know your thoughts. Again, great idea, terrible execution. Fix the rewards. Give us something that would actually change the way that we play this game, and give us something that you can actually see how successful it will be. I feel like this is one of those things where, this would be like a school, like tracking attendance and saying, we're one of the best schools in the country because we have a 99% attendance rate. Like, that means nothing, right? Like, just because I showed up doesn't mean I'm actually doing anything in class. Like, I feel like this should be tracked in a way. Like, there should be something here of like, oh, score this many GAC points. Like, that would be way more interesting. Scoring GAC points or climbing in territory, in squad arena or something. Like, make this where you could actually see the participation rather than just some arbitrary trooper kill thing. I don't know. What do I know? I only play this game. I love you all. May the force be with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, my friends.